Hi guys, it's the end of April and I was just about to start planning my May meals and I thought I would just kind of walk you through. It's a kind of a process, but thought I'd share that process with you in case it might help you. So each month I make a calendar and I look through my pantry and my freezer and I write a meal for every single day of the month that I already have here, that I have everything for. If there's one or two freshies, like I need a tomato for it or lettuce or something that I need to buy, I will make a little grocery list as I plan these, but I try really hard to use the first week or two only what I have so I can start to build a grocery list. So I don't buy very many groceries. I only order once or twice a month. So I'm really organized like that with my meal planning. So what I wanted to show you was before I do a month, a couple days before the end of the month, I make the new month's calendar. So I've got May made. I made that the other night. I have stencils that I trace out just to make it fun. And what I was going to do is go to my April calendar and see what I didn't actually use yet. So I try real hard to find 30 meals from what I already have in my house, already in the freezer, already pre-made or already done up, or already like can look at it and know that I have a meal kit for that. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I did. Every time I had a meal that I planned for, I would put a star on it so I know that I used it up. And anything on here that I didn't use or eat doesn't have a star, so I can take all of those items and go ahead and put them in May, because we didn't have barbecue pork on buns. We didn't have that. I still have it in the freezer, but we didn't eat that. We didn't have taco soup. We didn't make taco soup. We didn't have pork roast with baked potatoes and gravy. So I can drag the things over to my May calendar that I didn't eat up. Some of these we did eat up. So I'm going to show you my crazy freezer at this point. Usually it's pretty full, but I've been working super hard to eat everything that we have and be really diligent with not wasting any food. So I'm going to take you over here, and I have my blank calendar for May right here, and I'm going to write in things that we already have in the freezer. So I go in my freezer and I see my little stack of taco meat. I have 5 taco meats. What I do with taco meat is I grate up several pounds of carrots into little grated, and I brown ground turkey and throw in all the carrots. And as I'm frying the meat, the carrots disintegrate into the meat and add a lot of bulk as well as vitamins. And then I portion it into 2-cup portions. I just use regular taco seasoning mix. As you can see, my freezer needs to be defrosted, so that's another reason that we're working hard to empty my freezer out. But I've got 5 taco meats. I've got 2 pork roasts that are raw, so those will be things I need to cook. I have a great chalupa recipe. I'll probably make that into chalupa, which makes about 20 freezer meals with just 1 or 2 parts of pork. It's really great. I've got some barbecue pork that's already cooked that I just have to thaw. I've got 2 Costco pizzas. We add freshies to these. We add fresh bell peppers, onions, and pepperoni, and it makes a really tasty, easy $3 dinner. We just use 1 pizza for 3 of us. I've got some tortillas in there, so I can use that for my chalupa or my fajitas. I've got bacon. I've got ground turkey already cooked up. I do that as well. I take like 10 pounds of turkey at once. I brown it up, and then I portion it into 2-cup portions so that anytime I can pull this out, throw it in sauce. I can pull it out and throw it in, mix it up with anything that I want, and it's already cooked. It made 1 mess and I made like 10 dinners. I also portion up raw chicken exactly in the size of what 1 meal is for my family. So I put 3 chicken legs, and we will just each eat 1 chicken leg. we also have lots of salad and rice or whatever different things, but I portion it exactly in the portions that I want for a meal. Here's one, and I label it 5-pack chicken legs, and I put the date that I packed it. Okay, so I try to keep all of my little packs like that, so I can just go right now and I see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 10 of those. So I could have that once a week. I could have the air fryer chicken legs. I have chalupa and I have tacos. So I'll save some space on my freezer and I'll go ahead and write down tacos once a week. And I'll still have lots of tacos for June because I had like 5 packs. So I'll have tacos. I'll just go ahead and put it in here. Now, what I like about this is I don't have to use it on that night. I just place it into my grid and I remind myself that I have that in my house ready to go and I don't need anything for it. Now with tacos, I do have to buy things. I have to get lettuce and tomatoes, but right now I have a lot of lettuce in my fridge. And I'll just order tomatoes when I do my grocery order. And then I will have everything I need. We always have sour cream as well. And we also have lots of taco shells. I buy them when they're $1 a pack. And then I always have like 6 packs of taco shells or something. Now, chalupa is another Mexican food that I have already made up. And I don't want to have chalupa right around the tacos because it's similar. So I'll probably put, I only had 1 chalupa, so I'll probably put chalupa a week or 2 out. It's kind of a fun meal because it's like a build your own tostada kind of thing. You use chips and you use the chalupa, but you also need the lettuce and tomatoes for that one too. We also had lots of the little chicken legs. So I'm gonna do air fryer barbecue chicken. And that's a pretty easy work night one. I just have to thaw the chicken legs the night before, and then I marinate them with my special rub, and then I just put them in the air fryer for like 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna put barbecue chicken legs. I'm gonna put that every week. I'm gonna put that on 1 time a week. I'll put it on Mondays. I like to rotate it around so it doesn't seem like we're having it every week. The kids like that one. And I know that I have lots and lots of those chicken legs already bagged and ready to go. So I skipped a week just to give myself just to break it up a little bit. Okay. Now I also have a couple of pork roasts that are totally raw. And I usually cook my things and put them in the freezer, or I portion them exactly like I'm going to want them. So with the pork roast, I will probably make up chalupa, which is one of my really, really good recipes from Leanne. And you use 1 boneless pork roast, that's maybe 3 pounds, and a whole bunch of dried beans, enchilada sauce, garlic, onions, and you cook it all day, and it makes like 10 to 15 dinners for our family. So when I do that, I cook and I make one huge mess. Then I portion it up into 10 labeled bags, and it lasts me 3 to 6 months because we just can keep extending them out. So that's kind of how I plan meals. What I'll do after I turn off my video here is I'll go over and check. Oh yeah, we had pizza. We had the frozen pizzas. We put the fresh ingredients so it tastes really fun, and the kids think it's special to have pizza with freshies is what we call it. So I'll put one of those and then skip a week and then another one. And the way I like to do this is after I know I have 30 meals in my house already, I have everything I need, I can go ahead and plan my weekly thing from on here. Then I just put a little star when I actually used it so that I can see what we actually used. And if I feel like, oh, I don't feel like chicken legs tonight, or I don't really want that, or, oh, I forgot to buy tomatoes, I can go on here and find something I already know that we have everything for. and I can plan it out that way. So once I get the whole month done, I do make a menu for the week that I hand write out, and then I help myself keep track of what the week looks like. But like, here we go. We haven't had spaghetti, so we could have spaghetti. I haven't had that in a really long time. So I'll carry that over from last month. And the barbecue pork, I'll carry that over from last month because we didn't eat that up. I like to freeze my buns so that I can thaw them in the air fryer. Oh, here's my really good air fryer chicken recipe. I have this rub that I make. I pour it on the chicken legs. I let them sit overnight or all day, and then I air fry them at 400 for 15 minutes. Then I flip them, put a little barbecue sauce on them, and cook them a little bit more, a few more minutes. It's so good. Okay, so the last thing I was gonna do, I was gonna show you my weekly meal plan. So after I get my whole month of dinners figured out and I say, okay, yes, we're good, we have 30 meals, so I don't have that done yet, but you get the idea. Once this is all filled in, then I look at it and I say, which meals do I actually have to buy some ingredient for? What ingredient do I have to buy? And so I'm honestly planning this, trying to pick things I don't have to buy much at all for. I'm trying to use what I have. And anytime I make food, like if I make tacos, I always make like 8 to 10 batches all in one batch. So I have one mess, one cleanup, one meal, and 10 dinners. Like I just don't waste my time making 1 pound of taco meat makes the same mess as 10 pounds of taco meat. And I cannot handle spending 30 minutes cooking up taco meat every night. I can't handle that. I just make 10 pounds. I spend 45 minutes, make 10 pounds, put them in my bags, and I've got 10 dinners all ready to go. Super fast. My kids can help me cut up the little freshies, whatever night, and boom, we have it all. So then what I do after my whole meal is, all my month is planned. This is not finished, but you know what I mean. Then I go every Saturday or Friday or Saturday, I just take about 20 minutes and I make my list of this week. What do we have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner? And then my kids and I have a plan of what we're going to eat. Now, it always isn't followed perfectly. I left my lid over there. It's not always followed exactly to the T, but it helps us so that we can look and say, we have all of these items in this house. There is something for you to eat. There is something easy for you to have. Look at the list, figure it out. So every night before I go to bed, I always know what the next day's meals all will be. This way I can continue working all day. I can teach. My kids are in remote school. We all know what we're having for food. They know they can't just look aimlessly around the house. So this has really saved all of us a lot of stress. So I know before I go to bed, that's one of my goals every night, is I know what I'm making for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So examples are English muffin with scrambled eggs, sourdough toast with almond milk, waffles, bacon, fruit, fried eggs on toast, smoothies with croissants, sourdough toast, bagels and cream cheese. Those are some breakfast ideas that we did. This week we had sushi one night. We make homemade sushi. We had tacos. We had hamburgers with all the fresh toppings. We had beans and rice. We had barbecue chicken legs. And we had pizza and salad. Those are the dinners that we had this week. And then for lunches, I try to make like chicken salad, or they have some of these little burritos or different things like that for lunch. That's what we had. So I like to make one of these every single like Saturday, so that I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I kind of try to make it out. And then I write here little goals of what I need to make ahead, what I need to buy next week, because I'm planning to do more bread. They really liked having sandwiches, so I was going to get some more bread. Anyway, that's what I like to do. It helps me not to be stressed out. And if I go and I look through my freezer and I can't find items, or I'm like, oh, we need to have sourdough or cinnamon raisin sourdough. That's one of their favorites, is when I make cinnamon raisin sourdough bread. So if I realize we don't have enough stuff for breakfast, on the weekend, on Saturday, I can go ahead and do my sourdough bread, get it all ready, and then freeze it so that easily, here's my other freezer. So easily I have fresh sourdough, a whole loaf that I know will feed us for 2 mornings for breakfast. And I can just thaw that the night before. So like tomorrow, we don't have much left for breakfast, so I'll just thaw that bread. And what I do is I make 3 loaves of bread at a time. And then after it's completely cooled, I wrapped it in saran wrap. And then I threw it in my zip bag. So now it's hard as a rock. I'll thaw this, and in the morning we'll slice it, toast it, and put some really delicious butter on there. And everybody will have a nice, healthy, nutritious breakfast. So on the weekend is easier for me to do my baking because it has to rise and it has to sit in the sun, and then it has to be proofing and then rise again. So that's kind of fun when I kind of micromanage my weeks out so that I can sort of plan my baking around my schedule. So anyway, those are some tips. I don't know if it will help you, but it helps me. And I love writing it down. I used to do it just on random papers every month, but I really like this journal. It's a bullet journal. I've been recording all my workouts and goals and habit tracking and stuff. And I just really feel like I'm doing better at meal planning now. And then if I get like bored or confused, or I just don't want to think about it, I can go back to like a different month and I can say, what did I have in February? Oh, like here I had calzone, homemade calzones. Those are super easy. You just need pizza toppings and you need a few minutes to make the bread. It's a special calzone recipe. Easy, I can do that. And we haven't had it since February, so then I can go to my May and put calzone in there. And it doesn't matter if every little tiny thing is there. It's just nice to know that you have a plan and you can order your groceries based on your plan. I hope that gives you guys some ideas. Have a good day. Bye.